I got one person back. All right. Super bright, sunny, and hot in Muggy. Now we're back to 0. Somebody's flying a drone.
What?
Somebody's flying an FPV drone. I couldn't see it. Yeah, somebody was just flying a drone over the house. That's bad. I just want to see who it is and what it is, because I do that stuff, except I don't do drones anymore. Am I buffering? Is my signal better now? Hopefully. I'm all over the place. This heat's killing me. Had to start my phone over. For some reason, it's not showing bright on my screen like it should be. Probably because it's so bright outside. There we go. So Thrillbilly's back. Ross and Gandera said hi. Hello. Oh, I'm up to 66. Cool. I'm actually streaming now. Sorry, I had to reboot my phone earlier. Thrillbilly, were you on when I make the target go boom? That was fun. God, I think this heat and humidity is just making my bands go to mush. Here we go. I'm going to have to lean a little bit higher. Yeah, breeze feels good. All over tonight. I should be hitting stuff. There we go. Got this corner of that 50. Sorry if I look silly looking at the comments, but it's very sunny out. we go. I think my signal went out. Sam said I was buffering. Then I look up and I got 0 viewers. But I think we're back and we're rocking. Yeah, I think that's what happened, Sam. Were you on when I hit the boomstick, Sam? Everything's really low today. I'm blaming it on the heavy air. It would never be my shooting. Robert Beeler said hi. Hey, Robert, how's it going? Sorry, when I get my mug up in the phone, it's hard to see. Now we're hitting a little better. That breeze feels good. All right, you weren't, Sam. All right, let's smack it again. Okay, for everybody that's on, because it looks like I got 70-something people on here, let's do it. I'm going to zoom in on my targets. And on this middle target right there, not sure if you can see it, there's a piece of yellow tape on there. And inside the yellow tape is a fuseless firecracker. Explodes on impact. It's not those little wimpy things the kids throw at the ground. It's a legit firecracker. Makes a great sound, and I have a mic down there, so you'll be able to hear it. Let's see if we can hit it. How many shots? The first time I did, it only took me 1 shot. Let's see. It's a little low. Here we come, Sam. We're going to hit it, buddy. So close. I'm all around it. You got to hit it right on. You can hit the spinner and not set it off. You actually have to hit it. How are you, sir? Track Attack, how's it going? I got a boomstick on that spinner down there. I'm trying to hit it. Get out of the way, little squirrel. It's going to send you running, buddy. How was that? Hey, Bowstone Bill, how's it going, man? I don't want to show you the leather spinner. That means I have to walk all the way up there. Chosen, how's it going? That was fun. We'll put some more up in a little bit. I only got a few left. So I was at the boys' camp I've been talking about over the weekend. And one of the activities for the boys was slingshots. And we went through like over 60 of those. They come 20 to a pack, and I got 4 packs. And I came home with a few. But we went through a bunch of them. It was a blast. Had a lot of kids come by and adults. Got a quickie lesson on how to shoot. Number learned how to shoot, and some of them got really good. And I had 15 natural fork slingshots that were given to me to give away. And I gave away 7 or 8 of them. We were shooting clay ammo. There's that 50 millimeter spinner. We're shooting clay ammo, and get this, Sam. Those boxes of ammo I like to get, the ones from Walmart, 1,500 rounds for $10. We went through at least 4 of those. So that means we went through 6,000 rounds of ammo in 2 days. It only ran from 1 to 4 on Thursday, 10 to 11 on Friday. No, 1 to 4 on Friday, 10 to 11 on Saturday, and then 1 to 4 on Saturday. But there were a couple of good shooters. Should take them to a lighter and pop them. I actually did that when we were at camp because one of the kids had a lighter. And I hit it in the wrong place and it didn't go poof. But I'm looking for more lighters so we can do it. Because I know Josh Hicks did it. I did not get a fireball, unfortunately. I really wanted one. Boom, got that pheasant. Andrew Douglas. Hey, Andrew, I think you've been around here before. She got a couple new from Jordan. Oh, you got something good then. Urson, hello, how's it going? So, Andrew, you got some from Jordan. What'd you get from him? He makes some nice stuff. I am good. How are you, sir? Irvin? Sorry if I get your name wrong. It's sunny out and I can barely see my screen. I'm literally out in the yard and the sun is right there. Although it's behind a cloud right now, it's glorious. A natty and a aluminum frame. Ooh. Urson, I think. I see. Urson, sorry about the misspelling. I had to put these old man eyes on to be able to see better. Sometimes I can see and sometimes I can't. Turkey, cool. We've had a couple more people from Turkey on. Cool. We actually, last week, I did one on Monday last week before I went on my camping trip. We had a dude on from Antarctica. Figure that one out. Antarctica. I've now had somebody on my live streams from every country. Or every continent, not every country. I've had some people, I had a person on from Sarajevo. I've had somebody from Istanbul. I think Iraq, Russia, Australia, Switzerland, Sweden. No, I don't know about Sweden. Germany. No, number of people on from Germany and UK. All right. From Kalo. Hello. Hope I didn't massacre your name too bad. I'm trying with my limited abilities. I think it's time to pop a can. What do you guys say? We got enough people on. Let's do it. Getting a different slingshot out for this. This one I'm not as accurate on, but it's fun to shoot because it looks cool. Now I'm going to try and pop the can. I've been learning long draw and I had it pretty much dialed in a week and a half ago. And then I got bit by the pouch and got a nasty gash, so I had to relearn my shooting style. So now I'm having to relearn my muscle memory and everything else to get it dialed in. But I'm getting there. Saw somebody else in. Hope still Arson. Hello. Okay, this you can see is different. I was shooting from here. Now we shoot from way back here. We're shooting at the bottom can. I'm so close to it. There we go. It was a hit. It wasn't a good hit. But we made contact. It's a bit of fun. Yes, it is a load of fun, Ralph. I think that's your name, Ralph. From what I can see on my phone. It's a load of fun. I try and shoot at least 5 days a week if I can. There was a good hit. Forgot this style of shooting, the bands like to come back and slap you. So I've got these protectors that I like to put on. Because, you know, I'm a wimp. I don't like pain. And there's no bullets left. The wind is vibrating my bands a little bit, which doesn't seem to be affecting it too much, but wrist rocket? No wrist. The reason wrist rockets are wrist rockets and have the wrist brace is because they put them big old fat surgical tubes on them. And the pull on them is like 20, 30, 40 pounds, which is like you're fighting it and there's no way you could hold it. Pull on this is like under 10 pounds. No need for a wrist brace. The technology of slingshots has come a long way. Better get out of the way, squirrel. He didn't even move. And these kind of slingshots, I believe with this setup, I'm getting about 250, 260 feet per second, which is plenty. Can take down small game like squirrels and rabbits. Some people are getting over 300 feet per second. I'm just a target shooter, so I don't need anything fancy. I don't need anything super fast. Oh, tipped it. Yeah, it's okay, Andrew. I wasn't feeling well this morning because I was dragging from my weekend camping with the boys. Them kids run you ragged and you never get any sleep. I was just worried I was going to fall asleep coming home. It's about a 2.5 hour drive yesterday. Some of my regulars will appreciate this. When we were shooting at camp, because that was one of the activities for the boys. I wasn't trying to give them fancy lessons and spend a bunch of time teaching them to shoot this way and lining up the bands and all that. I was just trying to make sure they could do the pouch right and hold the slingshot properly. So I basically had them shooting like this. And so every now and then, I'd be down talking to somebody or doing a little shooting. I'd turn around, and there's a kid full butterflying it. It's like, dude, where'd you learn to do that? And there were 2 kids that came back Saturday and sacrificed swimming, and they sat at the slingshot range all day on Saturday from 1 to 3, the time it was open. They were good by the end of the weekend. Full butterfly in the whole shooting match. I let them shoot my red slingshot with the butterfly bands on it. Had a lot of dads come by with their kids, and they enjoyed it, so they got my information to get started on the channel and get a slingshot and stuff. So hopefully we inspired a couple people. But it was really cool. It was like, I'd be shooting, all of a sudden I'd hear something go, whoop, pop. And I'd turn around, and there's a kid pulled all the way back to here. A couple of adults that knew archery came up, and I showed them. And then I turned around, and they're like this, and they were hitting stuff. There was one dude that came up. It was really cool. It was really cool. This dude comes up, and it was an adult. He just walks up. Didn't stop. Didn't ask for help. Didn't ask what's going on. Said, can I shoot? And I said, sure. He picked up a slingshot. And it was shooting like this. And he was just like, kapoof, 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 hitting everything he looked at. I said, dude, you've done this before. He goes, yeah, we hunted with these when I was a kid. He was deadly with that slingshot. He hardly missed. It was really cool. I sent him home with a slingshot too. Oh, my wife's feeding the squirrels. Just a hair low. I am so close to being accurate. Here we got 64 something people on here, and we got 17 likes. Come on, guys. Double tap your screen for me. Send me some likes. Make YouTube algorithm like me. Looks like James said hi. What can you hurt with that? Asked Ricky. What can you hunt? Well, for one, where I live here in Wisconsin, USA, we're not allowed to hunt with a slingshot. But where you can, I think there's only 17 states that don't allow it. But a lot of people I know take a lot of squirrels and rabbits with slingshots. You need a little bigger ammo, a little heavier bands for a little more oomph, and a little even bigger ammo for a rabbit. I know a lot of people shoot pigeons in farms and stuff to control the population because they're everywhere. That's a popular use for slingshots. You're not going to take anything big. I don't think you could knock a raccoon down unless you hit a perfect shot right in the eye or inside the ear and went to the brain. That would be pretty hard. everybody. I don't think I missed anybody in McIver. Oh, let's talk about soccer. We're not here to talk about soccer. We're here to have fun shooting slingshots and hang out with each other. Couple more shots on that can. I think we're going to go put a boomstick, some boom booms on a couple of targets and see if we can pop them. All right, let me get one more good hit. One more good hit. Come on, Philip, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, that was substantial. All right, I'm going to put this away. I'm going to set it down right here. I'm going to get the drink of water because it is smoking hot here. Okay, let's take the camera and let's go down there and set a target up. Boom, baby, boom, boom, flashbangs. There's one. And we're going to put one back on that bell right here. You can see where we blew it before. Boom. So there's the one. And there's the other one. All right, let's go back and assume the position. See if we can pop them suckers. For those of you that weren't on when we hit the other two earlier, they make a pretty good boom. And I have a microphone down by the target so you can hear it better. So 104 people. We're going to make some noise for Independence Day in the United States. It's all salute. Okay, here we go. To July 4th. Ooh, that was darn close. Thought I had it. Here we go. Gonna make things go boom. So close. Around this time of year when everybody has fireworks, I can probably get away with this and nobody's going to complain. Yeah, there might be somebody complain because they got a dog that doesn't like noise. Hey, Commander. Finally got that job. That's awesome. Let's bug. How's it going? That's awesome. I don't know if you were here when I did it, Dietrich. Down there, I got some, let's just say, make things go boom when you hit them. So stay around for a couple of minutes while I hit one. I think you'll like it. If I can get back on target. Boy, I'm way off. I was so close before. Just got here. I'm not trying to look in your window. The sun is real bright and it's hard to see, so I have to get close. Somebody asked what I'm slinging. I'm slinging 8mm steel bearings. The common sizes for competition are 7, 8, and 9.5. I have settled on 8. All right, let's hit that bell with the boom boom. Maybe we have to go for the spinner first. Ooh, that was close. Oh, dang. I am so close, but not on. Boom. There we go. That was awesome. All right. There's another spinner. Middle spinner of the white ones. How'd you guys like that? Was that cool? That was cool. Hope you guys like that. We're going to hit one more before the neighbors get ticked off. Unfortunately, I don't live in the country where I can just play like this anytime I want. Let me zoom in a little more so you can see them. That was cool, huh? Camera, man, it was loud. Yeah, they're loud. They're literally firecrackers. They call them fuseless firecrackers, flashbangs. Fireworks store on the way to the camp out I was going to had a buy one, get one free, and they were $6 a box of 20. So I bought 4 boxes for $12, and when I was at the camp with the kids shooting, we went through over 3 boxes, but I had to bring a few home. All right, let's hit that spinner. There was a squirrel right under the targets few minutes ago, and I hit one, and he left real fast. Ooh, I hit the spinner, but not the target, not the boomstick. You have to actually make contact. If you throw it on the ground, it'll go off. Yeah, well, I live in the city. It's okay. And I got good neighbors. The house next door is vacant. The people next door to that bought the house. They're going to tear it down and build something new. And they said it's okay with their dog. So got the spinner again. But not the boom boom. How are these bands? They're pretty good, although I think this really hot, humid weather is affecting them just a little bit. That's the blame I'm placing for not being able to hit stuff. But I like these purple and pink bands that I use from Tritium. Oh! I gotta go fix it. I almost peeled the tape off. All right. She's fixed. I'm shooting a 12.5 millimeter, the copper rivet. How are those holding up, Sam? How are they holding up? Oh, I hit right next to it. And mess that one up, shaking the bands. Man, I'm hitting the spinner, just not the cracker. Jeez. Must be painting a circle around that. Just when you least expect it, it goes boom. I am almost on it. Jeez. I think this heat's starting to get to me. Might need a drink of water. Yeah. We're going to use that as an excuse. I'm going to get a drink of water. All right, that's going to get me back on target. I just know it. Hey, my friend, have you seen the new auto-loading slingshot with a man? Yes, I have. Chase was just telling, oh, Amanda, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in, Amanda. Chase was fun. For those of you that I was just telling about the kids that were doing really well, Chase was one of those kids that stuck with me all day on Saturday, and he was ripping. I'm not shooting very good today. Amanda, is Chase watching? Let me go check. I think I knocked it off. Yeah, I knocked it off. Where did it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. All right, let's try and hit it again. Oh, it's still hanging on there. Let me try one more time. Boom! Yeah, baby. All right, let me get my glasses so I can see better. Amanda, you are very welcome. Him and his friend, I believe Jacob, from the same group. They made me a very happy man on Saturday. Amanda, thanks for tuning in, and I hope he's watching. I hope I got whatever. I can't answer that. It's too big of a long name. But yeah, Chase, if you're watching, buddy, let's hit a can. We shot up a few cans at camp this week. We actually put some of the poppers on the cans. It didn't make them much louder, but it was sure fun. So Chase, if you go down in the description, there's a Slingshot Basics course where you can learn some more about the sport on my YouTube channel. Make sure you watch that if you get a chance. And if you want to get new slingshots and stuff. That Simpleshot link will get you new bands and stuff like that, because you're going to need bands. I think I only sent you home with a couple. Oh, busted that can up. Thanks. Sometimes I get good aim. Tonight, I'm just all over the place tonight. It's hot, humid, and windy here, and we're not used to heat and humidity, so I'm going to try a different shot sling. The long draw on that can. See how I do with the Axiom X. Chase, this is the one you were shooting, buddy. It's got new bands on it. You wore them out. That put a hurt on it. Amanda, Chase's mom, I don't know if you're on Facebook, but that's a really good place to contact me and to have him ask questions if he wants to use your account. Facebook Messenger is a great way. There's a link in the description to my account, so you can find me. Chase he was young too. He was maybe 10, 11 years old. I don't know. I'm terrible at judging kids' age, but he was one of the younger kids. And he was tearing the place up. Of course, now I can't hit with this slingshot. High. This is a much more difficult setup to aim, especially when the wind is blowing. But at least the wind feels good. Stop it. And went right through it and hardly moved the can. 13. I got another young man that I'm friends with online named Sam. He's only 14, and he's really good. He shoots better than I do. There we go. 2 hits in a row. Chase, what do you think of my setup, buddy? Oh, that put a huge hole in the can. Let me zoom in a little so people can see the can better. Well, that's too much. That's way too much. Come on. Look, come on. I'm just a hair off. I am so close. I am exactly in the same spot every time. If I didn't have a hole in the can, I'd be hitting it. Feel free to laugh, Chase. Oh, shade. All right, we're going to hit this time. Going to hit this time. Sudden the wind dies down. Come on, wind. Calm down for me. All right, a couple more shots for this one and we'll go back to the short draw. Still not good enough at this to excite people. I bore you with my terrible shooting with this. Just want one more hit. There we go. All right, I'm going to go back to the other one. I'm better at this. Yes, the diversity in targets is nice. The white ones are competition spinners, 40 to 80 when you go to tournaments. You have to shoot at those. And I got a pheasant head and some corks and cans. I got a rubber chicken. Let's shoot the rubber chicken. I had one up at camp, but I never really put it out because it's pretty small. Rubber chickens right there. Right next to the big white target underneath it. There we go. We got him. All right, let's get back to blowing up that can. Chase, I know you're from Racine, which is an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. If your family ever comes over Madison way, you let me know and we'll shoot together. We'll get you on the channel if you want. If not, we'll just shoot in the backyard. Or if you come in the winter, I have a setup in my church basement I'm allowed to shoot in. Haven't said anything yet, but stay tuned. On Friday, just in time for Independence Day, and here in the U.S., July 4th on Saturday, I have a video coming out. Slingshot slow-mo, and everything I shoot is red, white, and blue. So keep an eye out for that. Have you been? Hey, Garrett, I've missed you. I've missed you, Garrett. No, I have not been macomizing today. I've kind of just been dragging from camp. I was at a boys' camp this weekend. And they run you ragged. I took the day off to recover and run errands, and it was about 2 o'clock before I felt good again. So I haven't been harassing everybody. How about you, Garrett? Have you been macomizing anybody? Haven't seen you in a while. For those of you that don't know, Garrett is a troll, but he's a fun troll that I allow on. Yes, I am getting the younger folk involved every bit I can, CG. Thanks for piping in, buddy. I gave away at that camp. I had 15 frames from Danny Sprite, Trapper Des, and Chase went home with one. And his friend Jacob went home with one. I think I came home with 7 or 8. So it was a wonderful, wonderful time. There we go. That was the end of that can. Fill up time. Did I do it right? There we go. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Party time, not fill up time. All right, let's shoot something. I think we need to do one more boom boom. Does that sound good? One more boom boom. Give me a second. We were at camp Chase shot a few of these boom booms. He got a couple himself. I got some of those flashbang firecrackers. When you hit them, they explode. I don't have many left, but I got a couple. So let's do another one, just because they're fun. I think I'm going to put it on the spinner. All right, CG's here, and I know he didn't see it. We got some of those things Josh Hicks likes to use. And put one on that 60 millimeter spinner, so when we hit it just right, boom. Can I do a trick shot? I don't know what you mean by a trick shot. That could be defined many ways, Dirty Shot said. I've done some trick shots, like when we were at camp this week, and Chase actually saw it. I put a playing card out, said, let's try and split it. I got lucky, I hit it on the very first shot. But on that middle spinner, the white one, the middle spinner up there, there's a piece of yellow tape with a flashbang on it. We're going to try and make it go boom. All right, this is the best I can do, Dirty Shots. So I'm going to hit that spinner, but it's got a firecracker on it. Might take a couple shots, but let's do it. I zoomed in a little bit so maybe you can see it when it goes off. Oh, let me go fix it. I hit the tape and cut the tape. I think I knocked it off. Yep, it's not there. There you go. You guys like the shot at my butt? All right, let's get another one. It went somewhere. There's one. Get a new piece of tape. Somewhere on the ground, there's a live round. What if a squirrel bites if he'll blow up? That'd be funny. That wasn't what I call a trick shot. That was a miss is what that was. That was a miss is what that was. Oh, I thought that was dead on and it dropped. It looked like it was going right for it. How was that, boys and girls? Dirty Shots, I hope that was good. No, it's not a live 22. Foxy Hunter saying hi. It's it's called Flashbang. Get them at the fireworks store. Seen the little poppers kids throw on the ground and go, kick, 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 kick. These are the adult version. They're literally small firecrackers that don't have a fuse. They explode on contact. 20 of them for $3. I figured that was a pretty good price. So I bought 80 of them. I only have a few left. Yes, it's a lot of fun. That was cool. Thanks for enjoying. I hope that was a good enough trick shot. I'm trying to think, what else have I done on a trick shot? I got a trick shot I'm trying to get the stuff for. I want to get a Hot Wheels set with a loop. And I'm going to shoot down the track through the loop and come out and hit a target. But I'm looking for the loop. And I can't find it at any thrift stores. I'm not going to go out and buy it. If you want trick kind of shots, go check my channel out. I have a whole playlist called Slingshot Slow-Mo, where I blow stuff up in slow motion. You buy them at the fireworks. So yeah, that's where I got them. I was going to a boys ministry camp this weekend, and right on the way is a big fireworks store that's open all year long. So I went in there. So if you go into a local fireworks store, because there's probably on every big Walmart or grocery store parking lot right now, and you go in and you ask for like adult poppers or flashbangs or fuseless firecrackers, they'll know what you're talking about. As soon as I walked in and said something, the kid knew. And there was a whole pile of them display. It was one of their popular sellers, he said. First time I threw one, I couldn't believe how loud it was. Some of them are louder than the others. I had a couple of duds. One of the targets we were shooting at when I was up at camp this week was a salad dressing bottle. And believe it or not, when we put a popper on there, they seem to make the loudest noise. It's been on almost an hour. Almost an hour. Good crowd tonight. Oh, got the bell. Sweet. Let me zoom in a little so you guys can see a little bit better. Sorry if I look weird blocking the sun. The sun's coming from right there. And I don't have shade here. All right, I'm going to shoot at what's left of that top can. Everything's dropping tonight. Even got new bands on all my slingshots and everything's shooting low. So I got to think it might be the humidity and the weather. Just got to adjust to it. All right, let's shoot at that orange piece on the rope. Yep. All right, we're going to shoot on that pheasant head about the middle of the screen. There we go. Dead on. JW's back. How's it going, man? How's it going? Glad you could pop in. Been on almost an hour. It's super hot and humid here. So I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to make it. Shooting at those corks on the bottom right now. There's some wine cork targets down there. Let's see if I can hit one. Thinking on Thursday I might do another live stream from my friend's house by the river that we were shooting at a couple weeks ago. He was going to set up some targets. Ooh, I just nipped the cork. Plus, he's completely in the shade and got great Wi-Fi, so should be able to get a good live stream from there. He's a really good shot, too. Oh, just tipped the top of it. There we go. Smacked her. I'm good, JW. Just telling everybody I was at camp this week, like I'd mentioned before, with like 200 plus boys and almost 100 men. And Slingshots was one of the activities. So there was a lot of shooting going on, and I was helping kids and sent 7 or 8 Slingshots home with kids that were doing really well. couple of them. I don't know if he's still on. Chase, one of them. Him and his mom were on earlier. I taught him to shoot. He was doing pretty good. I turn around and he's over there going butterfly on me, and I never told him to do it. He was doing really good. There was a couple of kids that learned the butterfly and were having a good time. Chase was one of them. I took a bunch of Walmart ammo in those 1,500 containers, and I know we went through at least 4 of them, so we went through over 6,000 rounds of clay. Let's just say there's a lot of white dots in that yard now. Well, it was their archery range. There's a lot of white dots in there, and the fence has a lot of little white divots in it. All right, let's try and hit that chicken over in the corner. Which material do you use as bullet stop? Right now I have a special mesh fabric. I believe you can get it at some of your craft stores and fabric stores. It's a real fine mesh fabric that absorbs the ammo and drops it on the ground, and I'm using steel, so I can just go by with a magnet when I'm done here and pick up all my ammo and reuse it. There we go, we got the chicken. Now he's wrapped around the thing up by the pheasant. So I got this stuff at Omega Slings, and they only have it sporadically, but I found it when I had the money and they had it in stock. I believe it's 5.5 by 5, double layered, and they put grommets in it so you could string it up on paracord. So I've got 2 T-posts pounded in the ground with paracord holding it up. There, we set the chicken free. Not sure how much longer it can last, folks. This heat, we're in Wisconsin. Anything over 80 degrees is unbearable for us. Well, it starts getting ugly. It's not unbearable, but I'm right in the direct sun as it's going down. And it's humid. I'm trying to stay hydrated. You get a drink now. Catch up on any comments I missed? Nope. Oh, that's good. 37 likes. If you haven't liked already, double tap the screen, hit the like button. If you like this stuff, I got a whole YouTube channel that's filling up with Slingshot content. Make sure to subscribe. Got a basics course, playlist to get you shooting. If you go by that course and practice what it teaches, you'll be popping soda cans in no time. And if you need a slingshot or ammo or bands or targets, Simpleshot, there's also a link in the description. It's the place to go. I'm affiliate there. I'm brand ambassador, so that if you use my link to buy anything at all, I get a small commission for sending you there. And for now, every penny I get from them, I'm just going to turn around and buy something from them because I love their stuff. In fact, every target out there on my target range, except the 2 cans and the 1 leather spinner, is from Simpleshot. Everything there is Simpleshot. So it's a really good place. Man, so low today. Everything just seems to be low. There we go. We got the 50. 50's about to break. I'm trying to break it. Yeah, Wisconsin, 60 degrees is good. You are correct, Amanda. I'm glad you're watching it along with Chase to see what he's getting into. Jacob, you're here too. Hey, Foxy Hunter, how's it going, man? Jacob Foxy Hunter there and Amanda, those are the two boys that shot all day on Saturday. What you think of my range there, Foxy Hunter? Mr. Jacob? No big milk jugs to shoot at and bottles. Although I do have a water bottle down on the ground. Boom. Hey, I know what. It's fun. Let's do it. Chase and Jacob, watch this. I'm going to go put a coffee can over my water bottle. Then I'm going to go that way. We're going to take some 25-yard shots. We couldn't do that at camp because we were in a confined area. Okay, I'm going to shoot at the coffee can. And I've got a spot measured off back here behind my house. Actually, there's a car repair store. Throw them on the ground. I'll probably step on them. You can see it's a car repair store. Halfway up their parking lot is 25 yards. So we're going to try and hit the target. Usually it takes me a couple shots, but I start hitting. Plus it's in the shade here, which I like very much. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. There's a coffee can right there. McIver, thanks. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, Jacob and Chase, this is for you boys. Whew, you can tell it's hot. I'm puffing. Okay, let me get a couple shots to get zoned in. I guess I didn't need them. Yee. All right, let's have a challenge. Philip, we're challenging you. Ian said, I think it's Ian. Sorry if I missed your name up. Said hi, hello. Here's a challenge, Philip. Philip, I challenge you. 20 shots. See how many times you can hit the tin can at 25 yards. Challenge accepted. Yeah, I'm stupid. All right, here we go. Shot one. There's one. Two. Oh, 2 out of 3. Two out of 4. I was on a roll too. Three out of 5. Three out of 6. Three out of 7. Come on, I want 50%. 4 out of 8. Oh, 4 out of 9. Uncle Augie, blessings always. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so we're 4 out of 9 from 25 yards on that coffee can. We on a 20-shot challenge. 5 out of 10. I want 50%. Oh, 5 out of 11. 6 out of 12. I think that bounced, but I'm going to take it. 6 for 12. Oh, that one went off. 6 for 13. Oh, that feels so good. 7 of 14. I'm sitting right on half. Can we get over 50%? 7 of 14. 7 of 15. It's like I'm hitting every other one. Oh, 7 of 16. I got work to do. 8 of 17. Come on, Philip, you got it. Oh, 8 of 18. I need to make these two to get 50%. Whew. Whew. All right, 9 of 19. Can I do it? 9 of 19. Can we hit it? Whew. No pressure. Oh, yeah. 20. 10 out of 20. That was my goal, half of them. Sam, buddy, how you doing? Glad to have you back. I was just doing a 20-shot challenge at 25 yards on the coffee can. We got 10 out of 20. You missed it. The two kids I talked about earlier from camp that were really good that got to shoot, and they're both on the stream. So Jacob and Chase are both on here. Sam's the kid I told you about, Chase, that is really good. So, Jacob, I doubt you're on Facebook because you're a young person. But if you are, shoot me a friend request so we can chat via Facebook Messenger. Or if you want to chat some other way, I could be convinced. But I need a way to contact you. Now I can't see because of the sun. Small but cylindrical. That'll be interesting to shoot. Okay, we have been on an hour and 15, and before this stream started, I was on 15 minutes, and then my phone crapped out. Lost signal. So I'm going to have to slow this thing down, I think. Oh, I got the 50 spinner. The one Sam wants me to destroy. Sam, if I sent you this spinner, it'd be 5 shots, and you'd have it done. Sam shoots some wicked, nasty, fast stuff, and he's pretty accurate. Still got 30 people on. That's pretty decent. We had I think as many as 70 or 80 there for a little bit. That's cool. Had some UKers on, and we had somebody earlier from Turkey. Turkey, how cool is that? Yeah, it's shooting low again. Starting to get low on ammo in my bag too. It's all over. Not my best night of shooting. Not my worst, but not my best. Come on, Philip. Hit that 50. Usually I hit it much better. There we go. Oh, just found a channel of slingshots myself, hunting and targets. What setup and band? Okay, let me get my glasses so I can see who I'm talking to. Mart. This is the Scout LT2 from Simpleshot. It's the one that I first learned to shoot accurate on. There's also, if you haven't done slingshots, this is another good one to start with. This is called the Axiom. This is a fancy one made out of G10. They make one out of the same plastic material. This one's $39.99. This one's $49.99 at Simpleshot. There's a link in my description to Simpleshot. If you want to get something, use that link and I get a small commission. Helps me out. Appreciate it. I'm using 0.45 millimeter bands, and I'm using 8 millimeter steel bearings to shoot. I can't hunt here in Wisconsin where I live. It's illegal to hunt with a slingshot, which is okay. I don't really like wild game. I'm not one of those kind of people. I just love target shooting. But I can say a 0.5 band with 8 millimeter shot or even 9.5 millimeter steel will take down a chipmunk. Squirrel, good hit, will probably do it. If you're going to seriously hunt squirrel and rabbit, you'll want some bigger bands like 0.7 or maybe even 1 millimeter, and they make some like 13 millimeter ammo. If you're going to do rabbits, it's probably where I would be. When's the last time Philip got a good brake snap, got a small whip on the grip? I get a little band slap when I'm using my long draw. 1 millimeter band with 11 millimeter. Yep, that's good stuff. You can get that stuff on Amazon. Have you ever got injured by a slingshot? That kind of goes with what Kirk Butterfield was just saying. I'll show you. Let me get a different slingshot. I'm not as accurate with this, but you guys will appreciate the story. If you missed my stream last week, then this will be new to you. When I shoot long draw, we call this full butterfly. Let me get these glasses off. It's a lot scarier because you're back here. And I was doing that, been practicing since March. In last week, I really started to get accurate. I was living on the edge. The way I was doing it, those bands, I would touch them on my face and then back off a little and shoot. And we're talking that far from my face. Well, Saturday a week ago, I was shooting. When I went to pull back, I tapped on my face and the pouch slipped out of my hand. I'd been shooting a lot and fast, so my finger is getting a little tingly. It's got bad nerve endings in that finger anyway. And it ripped. I don't know if you can still see it right there. A really bad, bloody gash on my face. And that's when I realized if I'm going to shoot long draw, I need to find a safer way to do it. I know that's part of the game, but somebody taught me to shoot from, instead of 90 degrees, go 45. So now I have to push the bands out to line them up. And now I'm like this far from my face. You can see here maybe, but I'm not near as accurate anymore because I have to relearn it. So now I can shoot long draw and my fear of getting hit is very much minimized. But I'm all over the place with my accuracy. Where I was getting really accurate until I got hit. It was starting to come together. Takes a while. Trying to hit that pheasant head, see if I can hit it. I like to pop cans this way, but my accuracy is such that it gets boring for you to watch me practice. So I need to do some more. Ah! Whoa! I hit 8 inches above where I was aiming. That's how bad it is. All right, let's try this again. Let's be careful. Okay, I try and go eye level, pull back, out, and 45. That's close. We're just a little high, which means the one going back needs to be higher. Okay, eye level, up a little, out. Very close. If I go slow and go through it step by step, I just tend to do a little better. Let's try it one more time. above eye level, back, out 45. All right, I'm not quitting until I get a hit. Let's do this. Got my altitude right now, just off left to right. See, I'm not near as good at this. I've got a lot of practice, and hopefully it's not going to take me 3 months to get there this time. Come on, wind. Can't shoot when the bands are flapping. I can try, but things never go where you want them. All right, let up. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. Boom, good solid hit. Let me go see what I've missed. Nice old long draw hurts. Yep. Putting wound ointment on it, but it's better now. Hey, Binks Goat, thanks. The camp I keep talking about was a Royal Ranger camp for the boys this last weekend, so I'm still a little exhausted from all that. I have never, but my mate did, pulled it back and the band snapped and slapped him in the face. Oh, Kirk. It's almost like a baseball pitch. But the cool thing, Kirk, is I had 2 bands break on me today and they didn't slap me. These are 18 millimeters here. They're only 10 millimeters here. Because we tied them on really tight, there's tension here, right here. So when they break, they generally tear right here, which means when you pull it back, it's going to go that way, which is safe. And I wear a lanyard when I'm shooting most of the time, so if the slingshot slips, it's not going to hit me in the face. It's almost like a, yeah, it is. Thanks for the answered questions. Hey, I try hard, man. Caddyshack. I know there's a Caddyshack slingshot company, and I've probably seen some of his videos. So I would probably say yes, but I can't promise. I wouldn't swear on a stack of Bibles that I've seen him shoot, but I think I know who you're talking about. There's a lot of folks out there. Some of them I've seen. I've heard of a lot of them, but maybe haven't seen them yet. Whoa, 2 times in a row. All right, we've been on an hour and 30, hour and 25. You know what, guys? I really need to cut this done. Call it done. I'm getting hot, sweaty. Yes, I'm wearing a long sleeve and a hoodie sun shirt because I've had skin cancer 3 times and I have sunscreen on my face and I really don't want it again. So it's a little extra hot and humid. Overall, it's not that bad. Let me get a drink of water. So glad everybody that was watching was able to watch, especially Chase and Jacob. Guys, stay in touch, man. I'd love to stay in touch. If you're ever over Madison Way, give me a shout. You can shoot on my range with me. And if you're down, we'll throw you on the YouTube with me on a live stream. People like that. So thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, like, subscribe, leave some comments on my videos. We appreciate that. And one thing I haven't talked about in a while, if you go to my channel and you watch a regular video, not a live stream, not a vertical, but a regular widescreen, full-length video, down in the comments, if you swipe to the side, there's a hype button. Everybody gets 3 hypes a week. They reset on Sunday. So what they're geared for is small channels of 500 to 50,000 subscribers. I'm at like 2150 or something. So it helps us out. What it does is when you hype it, I go onto a leaderboard and I get ranked on there. And the more hypes I get, the farther up I get. And they help promote the channel more so more people see it. And so it's a way to help the growing channels get more exposure that maybe they couldn't through other means because they don't have the resources yet. So go out and watch a couple of my videos. You can hype me 3 times in a week if you want. Or if you got some other favorite YouTubers, I know there's a few that I've hyped. It's much appreciated, and it will help us in our rankings and all those kind of things so that we can grow and get a little better. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure hit the down in the description if you're looking for a Slingshot. Simpleshot's the place to go. If you're in the US, there's a link there. If you use that, I get a small commission. There's a training course called Slingshot Basics, also linked in the description. And if you want to look me up on Facebook, there's a link there too. I'm more than happy to Facebook message with people and help out. I love to teach and encourage, and I think that's two of my gifts that I was given by God. And I like to teach people and help them out. So feel free to reach out. I love it. Love you guys. Thanks everybody for watching. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget Friday's July 4th video coming out. It's going to be awesome. $25.20. Woo! Hey Kurt, no problem, buddy. Thanks. Bye, everybody.